It's the most problem thing that's thousands of families calling us, especially with children with disabilities all over Ukraine from combat zones. Families sitting in the basements of building where is shells around, and they crying and asking about the help. And really we cannot reach for all areas, but if we feel that we can reach, we will go there and we evacuate to safety zones and asking about trains. And every day it's thousands people who are evacuated. I'm in Kiev now, where it's dangerous too. Only now was broken railways, and we don't know what will happen tomorrow. But if today we have opportunity to save children and families, we call them and ask, please run away from the city. It's about not only Kiev and other territories. We hearing now about corridors, but and everybody call me from Sumy, Mariupol and other dangerous cities. There is a lot of orphans there, and orphanages which couldn't evacuate it earlier. I begged them, please do this, but they didn't hear this. And now I'm going to the other orphanage in Kiev region, where Russian troops, Russian occupants is close and now grab these children to the west of Ukraine. It's around the clock, and we have a team, a hotline, and trying to calm down people and ask them, please, for your children, be patient and go now to the safety zones. We were created a help center, Save Ukraine, because we have experience from 2014 when Russians grabbed Crimea and occupied Donetsk, Lugansk region. And now we have a team of workers, we have hotline, and through the social media and media, we share information about evacuation and telephones hotline and people calling us. Applications of Ukrainians in danger are accepted by our hotline specialists. More than 30 specialists, professionals provide individual consultation, determining the needs of the family, evacuation, shelter, food, medicine, hygiene products, and any other, and assessing all risks, safety, health status, special needs of family members. As soon as families with children decide to evacuate, we help them to get to the help station in various ways. Sometimes it is possible to organize transport or pay for the transport with families have found. Once families with children are at the station, there are several ways to evacuate, including by train and buses. As soon as families are evacuated to safety, volunteers and partners organize the provision of basic needs. And which challenge we face now? Number one, it's a lack of resources. It's a people, finances, and time. Sometimes it is impossible to evacuate families from combat zones for two reasons: active artillery shelling of the enemy, and the other, psychological state of a family that is afraid for their lives. That is why sometimes it is hard to convince the families to evacuate as soon as possible. And yes, our biggest challenge now is to convince the families to evacuate, as well as safely take them away from hotspots and deliver them to the borders in western Ukraine. Most international partners offer shelter or further evacuation abroad, only at the border with Ukraine, but our main activities focus on evacuation from hotspots. What is more important, we have to do this carefully so that children do not become victims of human trafficking in the future. All over the world, every day people calling me and asking, please give us the children and we will help you. We are controlling which organization about their reputation, but we have no time. That's why we work with the government, the other countries, to control this situation. And our strategy to coordinate all of these activities, because governmental organs who are responsible for social policy, for medicine, for health, for education, is not so flexible in any country, and in Ukraine too, in this situation. That's why they need coordination, and coordination needs volunteers in other organizations. It's very hard, but we do the best to coordinate this. Our strategy to now have awareness campaign to give clear information how to evacuate where you have places, how to have transportation, its logistics, and then we involve all organizations, churches and governmental structures to do it effectively. My name is Mykola Kuleba, and for the last 7 years I have been Children's Ombudsman with the President of Ukraine. Now I am coordinate a coalition of organizations all over Ukraine to help take children from combat zones, get them to safely areas and have their needs met.